evening, everyone, and welcome to the Chagrin Falls Theater Camp production of A Mystery Masquerade. I hope you are all warm and cozy in your homes, because soon you may not trust the people sitting next to you. I invite you to sit back, try to relax, and follow the clues as a mystery unveils itself before your very eyes. But pay attention, you might become a part of this story yourself. But be aware, things are not as they seem. Without further ado, I welcome you to the small town of Eureka Grove, where you have all been invited to the Eureka Ballroom and Conference Hall for a very special event, hosted by your local bajillionaire, Ernestine Barkhorn. The whole town and anyone who is anyone has arrived.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome. I'm so glad you made it. I love all your masks. I'm so glad you're here to see the great things I have done for you, because I am so generous.
Excuse me, madam?
I am the greatest and the richest and...
Madam!
Oh, Yorick, my sweet butler. What is it?
Madam, you're doing it again. You're talking about yourself too much. You asked me to tell you when you did that.
Oh my, you're right. My apologies. Good work, Yorick.
I live to serve.
Everyone, I would like to begin with a few words.
Well, that mask doesn't fool me. You must be the greatest performer in all of Eureka Grove. I didn't realize you made appearances when an award was involved.
Oh, darling, I go wherever I please. Doesn't take genius to figure out who you are. Your mask is made out of a paper bag. How's your little corner shop going, Peter? Go out of business yet?
We're doing just fine, thank you very much.
I mean, it must be hard with that new Cheaper Mart Plus opening up right in the center of town. You have to admit, their prices are unbeatable.
But what about the experience? Not a single person there cares who walks in the doors. You're all just numbers to them.
I see I've hit a pitiful chord. I apologize, Peter. Oh, you want to come up? Come here, little one.
What an adorable little dog. What is its name?
Oh, it's a funny story, really. So when I saved her from the shelter, you know, the one with all the really sad dogs, I looked at her and said, "What would you like to be called?" Exactly. That's what she said, Ruff. So her name is Ruff.
I'm sure you're all wondering why I've gathered you here tonight. I did mention on the invite that there would be a big reveal. Is your curiosity getting the better of you? Well, you don't have to wait any longer. Yorick, bring out the thing.
This thing?
Not that thing, the other thing. The thing you're going to surprise everyone with.
Oh, yes, that thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, what I am holding here is the single greatest prize that you never knew you wanted. Inside this envelope is a pass, but not just any pass. It is a pass that will get you to and into any amusement park in the world. Plane tickets, admission, rides, food, and hotels, all free.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. That's the greatest thing I've ever heard of.
And the best part is, one of you will be receiving it today as a gift from your most generous host. I've put all of your names into this bag, and the name I draw will receive the pass. Yorick, please hold open the bag.
Everything was going just fine until suddenly someone cut the power to the entire building.
Oh, no. Oh, it's wait, hold on. Wait, I can't hear anything. Oh, ow, my ankle.
I can't see.
Ruff, get back here. It's just a squirrel.
And when the lights came back on, No one could have been prepared for what happened next.
Ah! It's gone! The envelope with the pass inside of it! Someone grabbed it right out of my fingers!
What? Who would do something like that?
What a terrible thing to do.
Are you saying someone stole it?
Done such a thing.
Just then, all the doors to the ballroom closed at the same time, and 3 new figures entered the room.
That's the bajillion-dollar question, isn't it? My name is Susan Noir. I'm the best detective in town. You've never heard of me? Because I'm just that good. Officer Dunnett, lock all of the doors. No one goes anywhere until we get to the bottom of what happened here.
You got it. Anything else I should do?
Make sure no one leaves. And let me know if you see anyone suspicious.
Oh, them. They look suspicious. Hey, you. I've got some questions for you.
Let me know what you learn, Officer Dunnett. Harriet, start taking notes.
Yes, ma'am. I can't believe this is the first time I get to help you solve a mystery as your assistant. Normally, you just have me do all the paperwork. I never get to leave the office or...
Pay close attention, Harriet.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, everyone, calm down. I'm going to need to question each and every one of you to get to the bottom of this mystery. No one leaves until my work is done.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. No one leaves? But the corpse flower. It only blooms once every 17 years. And it's going to happen tonight. I have to make it to the botanical garden.
Harriet, quiz. Why is this woman suspicious?
Because she said corpse?
Harriet, it's because she's eager to leave. Is it because of the flower, or because she, in fact, stole the pass?
Excuse me? Are you saying I'm a suspect?
I'm saying you're all suspects.
Whoa! Everyone needs to calm down. It's completely obvious who did this.
Who?
Aliens? What?
Aliens.
Oh, you're Betty Treeflower, the local astronomer. Do you have any proof that it's aliens?
When the aliens are nearby, the aliens did test on me. Now, whenever they're nearby, I wiggle, and you can tell I have the case of the wiggles.
We don't have time for this. I need everyone to take a seat. I'm going to need to question you all each in small groups. I'll be starting with the ballroom staff. I'm going to need to speak to Luigi Spaghetti, Veronica Steele, Eva String, and Albert Squeaks.
Susan takes everyone into a nearby room. This is where the questioning will begin.
Excuse me, is this going to take long? I need to prep the meat sauce at my restaurant. I need to sit overnight to develop its full flavors.
No worries, Mr. Spaghetti. This won't take long if everyone cooperates.
Because I have lots of the customers, as you know, and they love my food, especially my mushroom ravioli.
Mr. Spaghetti, please don't start this off by lying. Your restaurant has been experiencing a steady decline of customers lately.
Oh, well, good to know that.
Because I'm the best.
Can we please get this started?
Why, we've already started, Mrs. Veronica Steele. This is your venue, after all. It must be nice to have people in these halls. I recently saw that there hasn't been a reservation here in over 8 months.
Yes, you're not wrong. Business hasn't been ideal.
And why is that?
All of the classes that used to be regular renters here all stopped when the students stopped coming. They said that the classes here weren't cool enough. What if millinery isn't cool enough? I don't know what is.
Millinery?
Decorative hat making.
Ah.
If it wasn't for Mrs. Barkhorn's event, we wouldn't have been able to keep our doors open for another 3 months. My family has taken care of this ballroom for over 3 generations. I can't be the one that ruins that legacy.
Losing your building would be tragic. Selling an unlimited pass to all the amusement parks to the highest bidder will probably keep these doors open for a very long time.
It would never. Like I said, the money from this event will buy us some more time.
Which brings me to you, Eva String. You're the event planner Barkhorn hired.
Yes.
Are you nervous?
A little. I've never been questioned by the police before.
It'll be okay. We're here to help.
Unless you're the culprit. If you're the culprit, we're trying to stop you. Eva, a question. Why did you select this location?
Well, Ms. Barkhorn has very specific demands. Telling her no is not an option, so she gets very, very angry. When she told me she wanted to reveal the past in the biggest, grandest ballroom I could find, well, this was the best I could do on such short notice.
Excuse me? The best you could do? This venue has been the hub for entertainment for over a century.
And by food is some of the best in the town. Are you saying you would have preferred to get someone else?
Veronica, I'm sorry, but you need to catch up with the times. This place could be amazing if you only had some inspiration. And Luigi, I hate to say it, but your food tastes, well, bland now.
Bland? I'm Luigi Spaghetti. I'm the best. Oh, who am I kidding? You're right. The food isn't what it used to be. I've lost my inspiration. I need more.
Do you need to travel, Luigi?
Yes, I need to travel the world and learn more recipes. But it's hard enough to stay in business as it is. I can't leave the restaurant.
It's not like you to take that sitting down, Miss Steele.
Well, maybe sometimes I have to swallow my pride and admit that changes need to be made in a good place.
You've been very quiet the whole time, Mr. Squeaks.
Me.
Mr. Squeaks!
Oh, who? Oh, it's you, Harriet. Where are we? What's going on?
Mr. Squeaks, how long have you been working here?
Oh, 42 years. I've been running this facility since I graduated high school. There isn't anyone who knows this building better than me.
He's the best facilities manager you could have ever asked for.
Facilities manager. You always just call me the janitor.
Well, it looks like you've just been promoted.
Does that mean I get paid vacation time?
Sorry, Mr. Squeaks. You know we can't afford that right now.
Mr. Squeaks, do you know where the breaker is to turn off all of the lights in the ballroom?
Of course. It's a little tricky to get to. It's down the hall a bit. But I know this place like the back of my hand.
Does anyone else know where it is?
Well, not really. I'm the only one who handles most of the electrical around here.
Interesting. Thank you all for your time.
Well, it seems the plot is thickening. Do you think any of these individuals stole the ticket? Pay attention and see if you can figure out what happened. Our intrepid detectives may need your help. Shall we get back to the action? The others waiting to be questioned are beginning to get a little uneasy.
I cannot believe I'm stuck here. I'm missing a blooming. It's probably happening right now.
Calm down, Rose. I know that flower is important to you, but you don't want to bring any more attention to yourself. I think Detective Noir already thinks you're guilty.
That's right, Ruff. She probably did do it.
What? Why would you say that?
Amusement parks are known to have some pretty extraordinary flower displays.
Well, that's true. I wouldn't steal the pass.
A likely story.
Eliza, really? You think you're totally without suspicion?
I'm a local celebrity. I raised money for the local animal shelter. Twice. I could not possibly be that morally corrupt.
You think I don't remember how you were in high school? You wouldn't hesitate to throw someone under the bus if it meant you'd get a leg up on the competition.
Hey, I'm wounded. How could you say something like that? I thought we were friends.
We were, until you told Mr. Stewart that I wasn't going to be able to do the show. And why? You told him that I had developed a rare condition that affected my ability to maintain a pitch.
Well, that was that.
And the time you told me that I looked like a gorilla while I was playing volleyball.
It was a compliment.
And the time you told me that I'd never amount to anything because I was stuck in Eureka Grove. Well, Eliza, you know what? I'm not stuck. I'm happy here. I'm the best volleyball coach that this area has ever seen. Our volleyball team gets more fans in attendance than the football team does. We won states last year, and we're on our way to winning again. I'm proud of my team. I just wish there was a better way to reward them for all their hard work.
You could take them all on an amusement park vacation with us.
What are you saying, Eliza? Are you saying that I could have done this?
All I'm saying is that you had a most...
Eliza, that's enough.
That's it! For someone to say that I take something isn't mine, I have worked for everything I have. My life is great because I made it that way. You treat everyone around you like they're less than you. You know the only thing you're good at, Miss Local Theater Awards? Lying and going nowhere. You used to tell me that you wanted to perform all over the world. You wanted to see the best shows. And what are you? Stuck here. So get off your high horse and let us sit here in peace while we wait to figure out who, other than you, has ruined our night.
Good dog, Ruff. Just give Mommy a moment.
Hey everyone, not to change the topic, but have you noticed that person over there? They look really shady. I never seen them before.
Who is that?
Alien?
What?
It's an alien. Definitely an alien. Probably caused this whole situation. Have you ever thought about moonflowers?
There aren't any flowers on the moon.
Oh, there are. I've seen them. Well, if it isn't the detective and the star child.
Star Child? Have you met this woman before, Harriet?
I've had to remove her from a couple of crime scenes while you were working. Everyone in Eureka Grove knows she's crazy. Always going on about aliens.
All right. All of you, please come with me.
Susan Noor takes them in the other room to be questioned. While there, she pieces together a lot of what you just heard. Peter's store is going under. Eliza wants to perform outside of Eureka Grove. Rose wants to see flowers all over the world. And Penny wants to reward her team's hard work. While Susan is interviewing that group, York and Ernestine are having a very interesting discussion.
York, all of this has fallen apart. It's all the fault of Miss String and you. I was doing everything perfectly. I was giving the best speech. And then the lights went off, and you didn't protect me during this ambush.
Madam, I know you're upset, but I must say, I think you're being a little unfair.
Unfair? Unfair? York, how dare you? I do nothing but treat you and everyone around me fairly. If I didn't treat people fairly, would I be giving away this pass in the first place? No, I am generous and kind.
Madam, please. I don't appreciate it when you raise your voice at me like that. I'm simply just trying to find at least some joy in my position.
Find some joy? Are you not happy, Yorick? I command you to tell me the truth.
To be honest, ma'am, I've not been happy for quite some time. Ever since you made your first bajillion, you haven't been the same. We used to be friends. Some would even say confidants. It no longer feels like you care.
Yorick, of course I care. I need you. Who else knows how to make my eggs just right? Who else understands my fashion sense? Who else understands the joy of speeding on an empty highway yelling 88 miles an hour, Marty?
Madam, none of that is important. You have to understand that I am a person just like you. I have wants and needs and a life of my own. And sometimes I wish I could enjoy it rather than taking care of your childish needs.
Childish? York, I order you to take a walk around the ballroom and come back when you're feeling nicer.
Yes, madam.
Ernestine, I've interviewed everyone, and I believe I've narrowed the field down to 4 suspects.
Really? Who are they?
I'm going to make an announcement now. Please observe.
Ooh, I love this part.
Hello, everyone. If I could have your attention, please. I've gotten a step closer to solving this mystery. Narrowed the field down to 4 suspects.
It's gotta be that suspicious character over there. I mean, look at them. They're so shady.
Oh, you haven't noticed? That shady character is actually 2 shady characters.
What?
Steals children hiding in a large coat.
Oh, really? I was sure it was that shady individual.
Girls, what are you doing here?
We heard you talking about the amusement park pass and how you couldn't win it. We tried to take it for you, but someone beat us to it.
Exactly. And I'm positive that one of these 4 people were involved with this crime. Eliza Curtin, Albert Squeaks, Penny Park, and York. Please move forward. You are under suspicion of stealing Ms. Barkhorn's special amusement park grand pass.
Me?
Really? You think I did it?
What? How could I have possibly?
York, I can't believe it.
I'm under suspicion?
Yes, you were the only one close enough to Ms. Barkhorn to quickly remove the envelope without anyone noticing. You were also acutely aware of Ms. Barkhorn's physical and mental habits. You would have known exactly how to approach.
I understand.
Wow, that's Susan Noir for you.
Now everyone, please come with me. It's time to question you each individually.
Well, it seems Miss Noir is onto something. Do you think you know what she's thinking? Do you have your own suspicions? Well, lucky for you, Susan has asked me for a very special favor. She wants to be extra thorough with these 4 suspects. And because of that, she's allowing you all to be split into small groups and ask questions of the suspects yourselves. You may ask them anything you'd like, as long as it's appropriate for children's ears, and they will answer to the best of their ability. Notice, I did not say they would always answer truthfully.
2, 3.
Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Thank you all for your help. The mediators are all relaying the information you gathered from your questioning. Tensions are rising, and we're running out of time. Do you think you figured it out? Do you think Susan has? Why don't we go together to the thrilling conclusion of a mystery masquerade?
Thank you, everyone, for all of it. This information is all invaluable. Now let me think.
Are you going to do the thing, Susan? She is going to do the thing! This is my favorite part.
Here goes. Eureka!
You figure it out, Susan?
Let's address each suspect. We'll start with you, Eliza Curtin.
Go ahead, Madam Detective. Wow us with your deduction and prove that I'm innocent.
After hearing your testimony, it's clear to me, Eliza, that you are a selfish person. You will walk over anyone to feel better about yourself. You are a liar, an opportunist, and a bully. One thing you are not, though, is a thief.
Oh, thank goodness. Do you hear that, Ruff?
My thoughts exactly. When the lights went out, it was reported that there was a dog running towards the window. It was reacting to a squirrel. It was also reported that someone chased after that dog. Since Eliza is the only one with a dog in this room, it must have been her.
Well done, Harriet. The window was in the opposite direction of Miss Barkhorn, so she could not have possibly been the one that stole the pass.
Thank you both. You're both brilliant detectives. Ruff is a treat. I could swear I had more treats in here. I'm sorry, Ruffykins. Mommy seems to have lost her treats.
Next, we move on to Ms. Penny Park.
I'm ready.
Ms. Park, you have a big heart. Your devotion to the volleyball team is admirable, and I am inclined to believe you would do anything to reward them all for all of their hard work. But the question is, would that devotion cause you to cross the line? Would you steal the grand pass for them?
No, I would.
She would not, Susan.
It would seem you have some thoughts. Would you like to share?
Why, yes, I would. Penny, if I offered you $20 right now, what would you say?
I'd refuse it. I don't like taking money from other people. I earn what's mine.
I knew you'd say that. It's simply not in Miss Park's character to take or be given something she has not earned.
Well done again, Harriet. Penny Park, you are no longer under suspicion.
Really? Oh, thank you.
Next, I would like to move on to York.
Here I am.
York, first, I would like to thank you for being one of the most patient persons I have met. Miss Barkhorn is unpredictable, impulsive, and prone to fits of anger.
Hey, I'm not prone to fits of anger!
I can see every reason in the world that you would want to sabotage Ernestine's event. However, I don't believe
you could have done it.
Harriet, what now?
York, if there's one thing I've come to believe tonight, it's that there's nothing more important to you than loyalty. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. Loyalty is the prime quality to a first-rate butler.
And a first-rate friend?
Why, yes.
Who's your very best friend in the world?
Ernestine Barkhorn.
Exactly. If York was the culprit, she'd be compromising everything she stands for. I don't believe York could possibly have committed this crime.
York, I'm so sorry to have treated you so poorly.
It's all right, madam. I'm sorry I didn't speak up sooner. Things will be different from now on.
Yes, they will.
Once again, a very astute observation, Harriet. It seems I may need to bring you out into the field more often.
Really?
Absolutely. Now that leaves only one left. Would you like to take the lead?
Would I? Mr. Albert Squeaks, please step forward.
How can I help you?
Mr. Squeaks, has there ever been a power outage during your time working here?
Well, there was at first. But then I hooked up the generator system in the back. The power hasn't gone off in at least 20 years.
Is it a complicated system, Mr. Squeaks?
Well, I built it myself. It's a custom job. I am the only one who knows how to shut it down.
Mr. Squeaks, could anyone else have shut the power off to this room?
Mr. Squeaks?
All right. I shut the power off, but I didn't steal the pass.
Eliza, Ruff's going crazy.
What is it, Ruff? Where are you? She's running up to Miss Squeaks.
Hey, get off me. What are you doing?
What is it, Ruff? Is there something in his pockets? Mr. Squeaks, please empty your pockets.
All right, fine. Will someone just get this dog off? Wait. I know how this looks, but I swear I didn't take the pass. I just turned out the lights. I'm being framed.
Oh, Mr. Squeaks!
Albert Squeaks, I charge you with the grand theft for the stealing of Ms. Barkhorn's Grand Amusement Park pass. Give me that.
Way to go, Star Child. That's my girl.
Book them, Officer Dunnett.
Mr. Squeaks, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you do or say will be held against you in the court of law. But it wasn't me. That's it. Let's get out of here.
Woo! We did it! We solved the mystery!
Officer, stop. It appears I made a huge mistake.
What do you mean, Susan?
Mr. Squeaks, will you please take everything out of your pockets?
What? I only have my keys, my wallet, and... Wait a second. What are these? Dog treats?
Are those your treats?
They certainly are. Those are treats you buy at my store, Eliza.
I don't know how these got in here.
I do. Harriet, how could you?
What are you talking about?
Harriet, I need you to come clean.
Come clean about what? I made you proud today.
Do you really want me to do this, Harriet? Here we go. Mr. Squeaks, did you turn off the lights?
Yes.
What did they threaten you with, Mr. Squeaks? It's all right. I won't let them hurt you now.
They threatened to get me fired.
Oh, fired?
They reached out to you in an untraceable letter, didn't they? Something that would have allowed them to stay anonymous. I suspect you would have received this letter earlier in the week.
Why, yes, I did.
And when this person arrived tonight, did they threaten you further?
They did.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Squeaks. Everything is going to be okay now. I figured this all out.
You have?
Harriet, you stole the pass.
Harriet?
Harriet, from the moment we talked to Mr. Squeaks, things seemed strange. Earlier, as he woke up, he recognized you. Have you been here before, Harriet?
Well, no. I was doing your paperwork.
Exactly. And as time has passed, you've wanted nothing more than to join me on the field. You wanted it so bad that you framed Mr. Squeaks. Mr. Squeaks let you in through a back door so that you could enter the ballroom unnoticed. He then had a specific time that he had to turn the power off. As that time approached, you readied yourself. The lights went off, you stole the ticket, and then you left the way you came in. You then returned to my side quickly enough that I had no reason to be suspicious. You held on to the ticket until you were able to slip it into the pocket of Mr. Squeaks while he was sleeping. But it seems as time went on, something went wrong.
Went wrong?
Yes. It seems you lost your patience. You needed to make sure that Mr. Squeaks was found with the pass. So you took the dog treats out of Miss Curtin's bag and slipped a few into Albert's pocket. That's why you had all the answers, Harriet. You set this whole thing up. The next part is the real surprise.
Susan, I don't think I like the way you're talking to my star child.
Perfect timing, Ms. Treeflower. How long have you known about her, Harriet?
Known about what?
That Ms. Treeflower is your long-lost mother.
How could you have figured that out?
It's elementary, Harriet. One might even say it's preschool. Ms. Treeflower, you have been trying to hold in your excitement every time you have seen Harriet. Am I wrong, Ms. Treeflower?
You're right.
Mom, no!
Once we arrested Mr. Squeaks, we would have taken him and the pass back to the station as evidence. Was it your plan to then steal the pass from the evidence room and run away with your long-lost mother?
That's right. I did it. I stole the pass. I set the whole thing up. I just wanted to impress you, Susan. It was Mom's idea to try and take the pass afterwards. She wanted to run away together.
Well, you failed, Harriet, and now you're going to jail. Officer Dunnett, take them both away.
Yes, ma'am.
This calls for my famous cannoli to celebrate that.
Yes, indeed. Thank you all for weathering this storm. I'm sorry we had to go through that. But with the help of Detective Noir and all of her helpers, we were able to solve this mystery.
Yay!
And to make it up to everyone, I've decided to take my considerable wealth and create amusement park grand passes for each and every one of you.
Wow, that's the best news ever!
Whoa!
Well, there you have it, everyone. Another mystery solved in Eureka Grove. They certainly could not have done it without your help. I would personally like to thank you all for all that you have done tonight. And maybe when something else happens in Eureka Grove, you'll be here to help us again. Because no night in Eureka Grove is without a mystery.